half. Here's Sabag. Cut back, and this time it has taken a slight touch and gone into the back of the net via Louis Sitora, but Syria kept pushing, and a few short passes. Joselana's unmoved, but the scoreline has moved. It is 1-0 to the Cuson Eagles.
A little unlucky for Sitora to get the last touch on that ball, but this is where it all began. An interception from Al-Mawas, setting up his teammate Sabak to get the ball through. A shot from the inside of the boot, maybe could have gone away from goal, but Sitora's touch taking it towards goal. But that's composed play from Sabag. Could have tried to go for a shot from a narrow angle, but at the end of it, it's a goal towards Syria. 1-0, first goal of the tournament.
It was Abdul Latif, the 20-year-old who plays Eagles, and got a telling touch. As of now, it has been given to him. We will confirm whether that goal is his, but for the time being he can celebrate.
Jalom Molek will be a bit gutted because his team has played some good football in the past 33 minutes. Unfortunate that Sitora's touch or Abdul Latif's shot has gone into the goal. You'll have to wait to see the confirmation, but I'm sure even at the end of the half, Molek will tell his teammates to keep pushing. They've got another 10 minutes in this game in the first half to keep pushing, get an equalizer before half time. But this was the opportunity. Pablo Sabag just pulling back the ball back for a cutback. Sitora with the last touch, and according to me it will be given to Abdul Latif because it was going goalwards. Was going goalwards.
So Syria take the lead. It is that clinical edge inside the box. Bruano has gone down. Looks like a calf strain. Maybe just a cramp. Now this 20-year-old cramp. Now this 20-year-old will remember this moment.
Al-Mawas intercepting the ball. Finding Pablo Sabag on the through ball with a cutback towards Abdul Latif, who just used the inside of his foot to be clinical, turn it away from Kevin with a little bit of help from Sitora. That goes towards the goal and gets his name on his first cap for the senior side.
There'll be a change. Bruano unable to continue. Gabriel Caliste, 17-year-old youth player for West Ham, is coming on.
Speaking to Molek earlier, asking him about the 17-year-olds. He said if this tournament is about objectives and completing opportunities, especially when you've got such a young talent playing at the highest level, he'll want to show what he's about. Bruano not happy with being injured so early, so quickly in the first half. But I'm sure it's an attacking change coming from Gilo Molek. He'll want to get an equalizer. I'm sure he can smell an equalizer in this game. They've played some good football in the past 30 minutes.
First goal of the tournament. After that, 0-0 between India and Mauritius. Aliste.
You can already see his awareness. So quick to just react, get the ball through. Aware of what's around him to turn away from traffic, turn away to where space is, asking the ball back. That's good work from Caliste as soon as he came on.
Two players down. Al-Marmour continues to stay on the grass.
Lizzie Rose very late to win that ball off Allah Halak, but at the same time this is what Moot was all about. Confidence even after that mistake that led to a goal. You can still see
Al-Marmour.
opportunity on how he can move the ball forward. But then, in my opinion, there are two ways. How much risk is too much risk? How many times does Al-Mawas let him dribble past? At some point, even Jose Lana is going to say, let's double up on him. then what do you do? When Pablo Sabag and Almawas go together on Mutu, then what does he do?
Trip from behind. Villeneuve will take this. Haven't had a big moment yet. Morichius in front of goal. Emmanuel Vincent. Almost a similar position compared to the game against India. That was a half volley and a powerful hit. This was more of a curled attempt.
Another opportunity falls to Emmanuel, who was in good position, but body positioning was absolutely wrong. Just bending too far back and the ball not staying down. He had teammates in the box, maybe to relay the ball, but wants to go for goal himself.
Al-Halak. Alajan.
Sitora a little unlucky on that goal, could have cleared it, but hits the bottom of his foot and just goes towards goal. Questions still remain, but at the moment the goal stands for Abdul Latif. Whether it's an own goal or goal to be credited to Abdul Latif, but there's still time in this first half to probably get an equalizer for Mauritius or double the lead for Syria.
Alrina trying to combine with Mawas, who is playing his 94th game for Syria.
There are just little windows of inexperience that you can see from this Mauritius side. A little hold-up play too much, a little closing down too quick and too early. Maybe that's the difference between an experienced Syrian side to a side a little lower in ranking from them.
Aliste. Sitora. And he gets it back. Good looking cross as well. And has it gone past the line? The linesman says no, while Mauritius celebrate. And he's given it. He has given it. And it did seem like it crossed. Wait, Harish Kundu's bringing it back. He is bringing it back. Lots of confusion. And this is going to be a very interesting replay to watch. It did look like the ball crossed the line, but celebrations first started, then they were cut short, restarted, and now surely cut short. Here it is.
Ferre in the box, rises the highest. Two Syrian players also present on the line saying it didn't go in. Even the goalkeeper was caught in no man's land. And probably a hand from Villeneuve was all we could see. And that is very well sported from Harish Kundu, if that's what he's given. Because the after effects of that was that Ferre was on his bike to celebrate.
We might get word on that, if possible, if the decision was a free kick, because keep an eye over there. Villeneuve also went up. 3 minutes will be added on as injury time. But this game started as a wet, slow burn. It's turned into quite the entertainer.
If Harish Kundu has given anything except that handball, I'd like to know what it is.
Villeneuve. Morichius with a bit of spark now. Half time coming at the wrong time for them.
Pablo Sabah just holding the ball on for too long. He had teammates running forward, could have created a counter-attack, but decided to keep the ball possession, which in turn was also given away. This is where teams have opportunities in the Intercontinental Cup to be and bring themselves into learnings, to be aware of what and where they could do better. Because one goal lead is never enough. They were almost equalized a couple of minutes earlier.
Ferre. A clever idea, needed another runner along with Francois.
Cross comes in from Sitora. Villeneuve rose the highest. If that's not handball, that is a sure goal. And Harish Kundu has pulled it back for probably a foul, if not a handball.
I just wonder who's foul, because the way Villeneuve went into the air almost seemed like there was a bit of a push on him, because if that's the case, then that has to be a penalty. Either which way, Mauritius, slightly unfortunate.
I'm sure they'll feel that that goal had to be given, because from the goal cam angle that did cross the line, the whole ball was across the line. And there were fouls in it, there were deflections in it, but at the end of it, the only thing given was the foul by Harish Kundu.
More happening. This time between Abdul Latif and Lindsay Rose.
Both of them fighting each other. Abdul Latif trying to get to the ball, but just a collision of bodies between him and Lindsay Rose. And the ball ends up with Kevin, who now will begin a last few attacks for Mauritius in this first half.
One good point from that little episode on the goal line is that point on the goal line. Some really good tactical observations as well in this game. Manolo Marquez will have learned a lot as to how this Spaniard wants to play. But as it stands in Hyderabad, Syria with a 1-0 lead over Mauritius.
أعطيكم يعني ها شوي ولا تم استدعاء وتم اعتذار عن النقل. المباراة منقولة على القناة الهندية الثالثة. والله لا في هندية ولا في يابانية، ما في. المباراة جيدة. لا محمد ما فينا نحكم انه مباراة جيدة. محمد وين يلعب؟ عبد اللطيف خلف المهاجم يلعب. يا سيدي هاي القناة الهندية الثالثة مشان هاي القناة الهندية. حاط لك الهندية الثالثة. في عندهم خير الله قنوات الهنود كلها لعبة الكراكت. الهندية الثالثة هاي الهندية الثالثة. طيب لا مطالعين ألعاب القوى ما نقول. طيب هذه الهندية الثالثة، الهندية الأولى، الهندية ما في يعني ضلينا ساعة من دور على المباراة على القنوات الهندية ما كانت منقولة. طيب على كل حال مو مشكلة. يعني ما بعرف والله الناس بتقول لك المباراة وين منقولة. يا أخي أنت عم تشاهد المباراة على التلفزيون ولا على فضاء؟ أنت هون المهم أنك عم تشاهد المباراة يعني. على الثالثة منقولة لعبة الكراكت. طيب نشوف هلا بقول لك النتيجة غير. نشوف الباقة الهندية قنوات صفحات منقولة. أنا التفاصيل عيب. حاول تبعتوا لي.
He's giving that sort of protection to his two centre backs when the full backs are up high, always having three players available in defence.
Alajan is not having a good time on that wing.
He'll hope for the next 23 minutes to go by really quickly and hope of the other wing.
All I wanted was a bit of bread.
Game against India, that was a half volley and a powerful hit. This was more of a curled attempt.
Another
والله
opportunity.
تحية والله
Balls
لكل
to
محافظات
Emmanuel,
سوريا.
who's in
الشعب
good
متعطش
position.
لفرحة، إن شاء الله
But
تكمل
body
الفرحة يا
positioning was
رب.
absolutely wrong, just bending too far back, and the ball
حيكم
not staying
حي من
down.
اشترك وكتب
He
تم
had
يا شباب.
teammates in the box, maybe to relay
أحلى
the ball,
كوباني
but
عراشي
possible for goal
أهل
himself.
كوباني وعفرين والكرات جميعا. ابن درع حبيب قلبي والله يسعدك يا قلبي. الشوام جيراننا حبايب القلب خاصري الدرعة. وطي صوتك اقسم بالله جلطوني يا شباب. بطلت احكي خلص وقعد ساكت. تحية من ألمانيا. أنا بألمانيا صديقي. وين أنت بألمانيا؟ لو بقدر أشترك 1000 مرة. وك حبيبي يا قلبي تواجدك أحلى تواجد، أحلى من الاشتراك حبيبي تسلم لي.
Alajan.
عمار حبيبي تسلم لي. أحلى جبل الشيخ، جبل
Stora a
الصمود.
little unlucky on that goal, could have cleared it, but hits the bottom of his foot and just goes towards goal. Questions still remain, but at the moment the goal stands for Abdul Latif.
يا شباب ايه والله اكتبوا لهم اللي ما اشتركوا يشترك. والله تعبت وانا اقول لهم اشتركوا. ما بعرف في شيء 2500 ما
Time in this
اشتركوا.
first half to probably get an equalizer for Mauritius or double the lead for Syria.
طول البث خلهم يصيروا يدوروا على قنوات ثانية.
Alrina. Trying to combine
عراسي
with
هولندا حبيبي.
Mawas, who's playing his
قناة
94th
يوتيوب
game.
فور سبورت حبيبي. هذين بالله بالمثبت او اكبس على الاكس بيطلع لك القناة، فوت اشترك فيها. بس شباب ضروري بس خلصت المباراة او الشوط الأول اللي بحط اشتراك يحط تفعيل الجرس على الكل مشان يصلك الاشعار فورا. اذا ما حطيت على الكل ما بيطلع لك، مشان تشوفوا مباراة الهند كمان نبثها. درعا نامر، حي الله نامر على قرابتي. النت عندك كثير سيء والله، من عندك النت للاسف. يعني النت المباراة واضحة وكل شيء واضح. جول لموريشيوس يا شباب، هدف لموريشيوس.
While Mauritius celebrate, and he's given it. He has given it, and it did seem like it crossed.
مشكوك بأمره، لنشوف يمكن ما دخلت، بس على الأغلب الكرة تجاوزت الخط. لغى الهدف، لغى الهدف مع انه والله حسيتها دخلت.
And this is going to be a very interesting replay to watch. It did look like the ball crossed the line, but celebrations first started, then they were cut short, restarted, and now surely cut short. Here it is.
Ferre in the box, rises the highest. Two Syrian players also present on the line saying it didn't go in. Even the goalkeeper was caught in no man's land, and probably a hand from Villeneuve was all we could see, and that is very well spotted from Harish Kundu, if that's what he's given. Because the after effects of that was that Ferre was on his bike to celebrate.
We might get word on that, if possible, if the decision was a free kick, because keep an eye over there. Villeneuve also went
والله جول دخلت.
3 minutes will be added on as injury time. But this game started as a wet, slow burn. It's turned into quite the entertainer.
If Harish Kundu has given anything except that handball, I'd like to know what it is.
احلى تحية للكراد حبيبي. ما في تسلل معناته لمسة يد، في لمسة يد على المهاجم.
Villeneuve.
لمسة يد.
Maurícious with a bit of spark now.
ما أنا مو مركز مزبوط، عم بشوف الإعدادات البث مشان ما يفصل. بس في 2000 واحد ما اشتركوا ما عم بيساعدونا. اشتركوا يا شباب بالقناة. قناتي توب فور سبورت بالعربي حبيبي. دفاع مهزوز هذا مو دفاعنا الاساسي صديقي، المدرب عم بيجرب.
This is where teams have opportunities in the Intercontinental Cup to be and bring themselves into learnings, to be aware of what and where they could do better. Because one goal lead is never enough. They were almost equalized a couple of minutes earlier.
Ferre. Clever idea, needed another runner along with Francois.
Cross comes in from Sitora. Villeneuve rose the highest. If that's not handball, that is a sure goal. And Harish Kundu has pulled it back for probably a foul, if not a handball.
I just wonder who's foul, because the way Villeneuve went into the air. Rita will be coming on just like he did against India before the Intercontinental Cup. He had played just a minute for Mauritius.
Just so you know, that loud cheer that came about was for the Mauritius players coming onto the pitch. So clearly they're becoming fan favourites slowly.
We just have word.
As we saw and spoke about in the first half, there were glimpses of handball, and this is what was given. Villeneuve rising, maybe a little touch too the reason why her linesman pulling the ball back for a handball, I'm sure. But out of all of that, even Manolo Marquez will have a few talking points for his teammates to go back to.
Interesting changes as well to the handball rule and how it works now, with referees asked to be a little more lenient, especially towards defenders, where they don't always have to have the hands at the back now. Because if you're running in motion and your arms are also moving in that natural motion and the ball hits the arm, then the decision is don't always give it. So it's still all open to interpretation. But in that kind of case, when you go up with an arm raised, you make it easier for the referee to make the call.
There's two sides to the coin. Probably one of the reasons why Villeneuve's hand went up was the fact that he felt the push on the back of his shoulder. And that's something that's always going to go up, whether you like it or not. Every time, that's human tendency. When you get pushed, you use your arm to save yourself. But the only reason that arm was used in the favour of Syria was to save them from an equaliser. But second half is on its way, and Mauritius will not stop coming at them.
Really nicely set up. Here's Kaliste. Create some room for Yannick Aristide, who's making his 5th consecutive start. Hasn't seen much of the ball on the right wing. He was playing on the left wing in the game against India.
And I'm sure he's one of those characters that will like to get on the ball, and Molek must have spoken to him saying, just stay at it, just stay consistent, it'll come. Because apart from that goal that came from a mistake from the Mauritian boys, there wasn't much that Syria was creating, just a half chance or two before the goal was conceded.
Villeneuve. Lindsay Rose. Well seen by Al Mawas, stopping the ball from getting to Villeneuve, who had taken up a crossing position.
They've done this very well. You can see it again in the second half. They haven't backed down. They haven't decided, okay, we're accepting our fate as per se. They want to take the game. They want an equaliser. They want probably the winner once they get the equaliser. And Villeneuve with his deliveries has been very dangerous. He's got a good whip on it, good power on it, and good height on it as well.
And it comes with whip, height and power towards Lindsay Rose. Clash of heads in the box. I wonder whether there's any claret on that ash blonde of Lindsay Rose.
Both players had eyes for the ball, not wanting each other to get an easy opportunity, and both of them feeling the after effect of that header or that collision. Lindsay Rose may be feeling it a little more since he was facing the ball.
See, there's a slight cut just in the middle of his forehead. Might develop into a bruise overnight. Be okay with that. Lindsay Rose, a tough player, captain of the side, slightly dazed.
Syria probably will want to just take care of those waves of attack in the second half again from Mauritius before building onto some of their own. But I'm sure in the meantime, Molek will have a few changes of his own to bring on and make the game turn in their favour.
Slightly higher press as well from Mauritius.
Because I'm sure Molek feels there's an equaliser. He knows that that cross that came in, the goal not given, might have been slightly unfortunate, but the rest, he knows there's a goal in this tournament left for Mauritius. Even against India, they showed a few glimpses of attacks, especially again, I bring it back to the Emmanuel Vincent shot that touched the crossbar, kissed the crossbar. Even Emmanuel had another opportunity here, but he got his body angles completely wrong to keep it on target, and then the goal disallowed. So there are opportunities that this Mauritius side is creating. They just need maybe one to open the floodgates.
And if it stays like this, then all Syria need is a draw in the game on the 9th to win the Intercontinental Cup.
Makes it easy for Manolo Marquez. It's either a win or a win.
Animated as usual. Foreigner to take charge of India, Manolo Marquez. But he's been around the block for so long that it almost seems like an in-house appointment.
And it's always seen, even if you look at Manolo Marquez at Hyderabad, it took some time before they've been getting them towards the title. Even at FC Goa, he spoke about he wanted characters in the dressing room. And I'm sure this season we'll see a different FC Goa for them, and probably he'll have a shorter period of time on the Indian team.
First time delivery has swung in. Time. That's what you
overhit.
Sabak is chasing this. Jean-Louis comes out. Kaliste. Nick Aristi there. Too heavy.
Aristide just trying to find two of his teammates in the box. Aurelier wanted the ball to his feet. Then he also had the opportunity to pick it back to Kaliste.
Surprisingly still on the pitch. Villeneuve. Might break for Francois. The shot was quickly blocked by Ahmed Faka.
Francois getting a bit of a lucky deflection coming his way. Tries to toe poke that ball towards goal, but gets closed down very, very quickly from Syrian defenders. And all they get at the end of that is a throw-in. And in the middle of that, Al-Midani gets a shirt change. I'm sure he's gone to Harish Kundu and said, "Oh, mad." So he didn't let him get out of the pitch.
Villeneuve. Quick feet. Kaliste. Sitora. Here's Lindsay Rose. Kaliste. Trying to squeeze a shot in. And a record for the youngest goal scorer up for grabs for the 17-year-old.
But that's good awareness where defenders are, where tackles can come in from. Has the acceleration to go past, but just could not get a clean hit at the end of all of that good work from Kaliste. But he's slowly growing in confidence since coming on for Bruano, who felt a slight niggle on his calf in the first half and had to go out. But then again, another opportunity for a young boy, a 17-year-old boy, to come in and prove his mettle.
Ball forward, just skid off the surface.
Vidani just playing that ball directly to his strikers, but the rain not helping him or his teammates. Jose Lana will be happy that he's got the goal in the first half, but he'll want to build on that because a 1-0 lead is never enough and never secure.
High fall for Francois, for Yannick Aristide. And last season's top goal scorer from the Mauritius top division fails to hit the target.
Kaliste with that ball out forward, then Francois laying that ball out for Aristide. Maybe let that ball go across his body too much. Take a touch, get it in front of you. Waiting for the ball to come across you also means that you're going to go away from the target, make that angle very narrow for yourself. And that's exactly what happened from that shot coming in from Aristide.
16 goals for Aristide last season for Cercle de Joachim, the champions of Mauritius. Half a dozen players in the national setup from that club. Nice exchange, Al Halak. Really good run down the left from Al Marmour. Chance to cross it in. And Dylan Collard had to get something on that. Into a very dangerous area from Elmar Abraham.
Abraham whips that ball in, had enough curl on it. And Dylan just getting a deflective touch, goes over the crossbar. That could have gone anywhere, but at the moment it's just gone out for a corner.
Al-Mawas will be looking for Pablo Sabag in the box. A lot of pace on that delivery. Jean-Louis comes out. Harmless in the end.
Dangerous delivery, whipped in the first header from the first post. Just a little too much. Kevin failing to clear his lines too much, and one more time Abraham with that shot sails over the crossbar.
Didn't get enough of the ball. Abdul Latif. Once again, it was Wilson Mutu drawing the foul. And going to the book as well.
Second booking of the evening. And Abdul Latif on his debut also gets a yellow card to his name. Mutu venturing forward, has the acceleration, takes a good touch away to get away from that slide. And now Villeneuve on the ball will want to find one of the big, tall target men present in the box.
So he's gone out wide for Kaliste. Now maybe the cross from Villeneuve Good shape on it. Adventurous attempt in the end from Luis Sitora.
Can do better, should do better. Sitora. Villeneuve on the second opportunity, whips that ball in. Sitora confident enough to take it on the first score, but not on target at all. Completely wayward. That's where they have to just control the ball, recycle the ball against the likes of Syria, because the big men are up. Find them one more time.
Is Kaliste 10th now on the list of youngest players to play for Mauritius, along with the likes of Quentin Lal Singh, who's number 8 on that. Jordan Francois, who we also saw in action against India, is second on that list. So just imagine the clutch of youngsters that Julien Molek has and what he can work with. And we expressed some surprise about two 17-year-olds being on the team, but this is not new for Mauritius. They are not shy putting in the youngsters in that starting 11. It is a culture. Aristide. Villeneuve cuts in onto his right. Beautiful attempt! Off the bar and backing, sliced away. Big chance for Lenley Rita to equalize.
Villeneuve, slippery character, slips in onto his right foot, gets a curling effort.
First Emmanuel Vincent, and now Villeneuve.
Villeneuve very unlucky, does everything right, takes on the fullback, gets past him, gets a curling effort, but just could not beat the crossbar. One-on-one, takes on the defender, comes in, sees a bit of space for himself, and what a beautiful curling effort.
Impressive, Mauritius. And that's the joy of the Intercontinental Cup as well. It brings teams to India. Such a surprise package. And that isn't meant in a disrespectful way. It's meant in a way where you don't know what to expect. And the curiosity is there. And you watch them play and you wonder, wow, this is unlike anything anyone ever thought would be produced on the pitch.
Pablo Sabah wanted that ball to his feet, but his teammates Mohammad Halak had other ideas, just wanted that ball to get into space, just overhit that.
Villeneuve. And the school kids love him on that side. Absolute entertainer. Sitora. Slightly heavy touch. Al-Mawas's defensive work is dogged. Kaliste. Hint of handball. Aristide with the challenge, and that's why he's gone into the book.
Thief wants a free kick for sure, and then Aristide goes into Harish.
Al Rina and Al Marmour will be making way. And Aurelien Francois, who will be coming off for Quentin Lalsing.
Changes coming in for both sides. Quentin Lalsing.
Ball into. That's why Lindsay Rose has just dropped it for Villeneuve to probably aim for him.
Lalsing, who's just come on as well, will be a fresh energetic option if Villeneuve can find him.
Dealt with. Sitora, nicely taken down. Aristide did not take it into his stride. Lindsay Rose
Trying too much on that occasion. Lindsay Rose does well to get himself forward, does well to play the ball out. But that decision when the balls come back to him, he has to take a shot. But this is where it began. Sitora trying to find his teammate. Ball deflected, comes off. Back to Lindsay Rose, who takes a shot and completely wayward from him. Probably a slight bit of frustration also creeping into these Mauritian boys, looking for that equalizer.
Alaswad. Falls very favorably for Al Halak, and then a beautifully taken finish. Al Mawas with his 15th international goal, and that was pure quality.
Brilliant finish from
player coming on. Tahir Kruma also coming on for Mustafa Abdul Latif. So the two players who were involved in both the goals coming off. What about that for a finish from Al Mawas? Pedigree.
Tahir Kroma, who's familiar with these conditions, gets an opportunity to maybe just reinforce that defence, play the role of a defensive midfielder. That's something that even Mumbai City will be happy to see. A versatile centre-back is how he's used in this league, in this country. Sabak just wanting to roll that ball into a dangerous area for Al Halak. But just could not get at the end of that, but a counter-attack followed as well to keep himself onside. Only Lindsay Rose present, overlooking his shoulder, coming out when he knows reinforcement has arrived. And then Mutu and Kevin just ushering that ball out, so Al Halak can't get a touch to it.
How can India hurt Syria?
They'll have to find a way. They have to play quick football, because every time we've seen against Mauritius as well, when they give them time, they just come in and be very, very compact. So a way to hurt them is surely attack them quick. And we've covered the fact that Syrian defenders, the centre-backs, are very well aware of the crosses that might just come in. So another way to break them down is find those second or third man run that Manveer is very good at doing, Chunk is very good at doing. Play the ball on the floor, and hopefully the conditions are in our favour on the 9th of September at 7:30.
How tempting it must be to play Manveer on the right. The big question being, who plays at number 9 then? Chank's position is there. Mahesh as well, who likes to play down the wings.
I think you have the opportunity, or Manolo Marquez has the opportunity, especially in this tournament, to play a flexible front three. You can use the likes of Nanda, Chante and Manveer as a flexible front three. Let them rotate and not just have out-and-out wingers assigned their roles. Because we know, and I'm sure even Manolo knows, Manveer is very threatening down the right. Maybe he's got used to that position with the likes of the internationals covering Mohan Bagan's centre forward positions. At the same time, Changte for Mumbai has produced consistent performances. Across the 2 seasons, and Nanda and Mahesh with their technicalities can cause anybody any problems. So that is definitely an idea that Manolo can use, and use a flexible front three.
It will be very interesting to see the starting lineup on the 9th.
You've got Edmund as well, who can come on and prove his mettle. Hungry to prove himself.
I love reading the takes on social media as well of what the fans think. One opinion putting out the fact that Sahal Abdul Samad has been playing slightly centrally in the Durand Cup, allowing wider players to do what they do best, which is cut the ball in towards him.
I feel Sahal could be starting previous game.
Left the leg dangling in the hope of getting caught.
Confirmation of the booking. Hans gets a yellow card for that tackle of Villeneuve. Lindsay Rose was just wanting that penalty. Very good to one of the best referees in our country. Guess that one right.
Syria in control now. To have a very decent record in the Netherlands. The senior team, of course, being Syria.
Sidora, Aristide have gone out for both the Francois, as mentioned, Jordan and Adrian both coming on. Probably the last opportunity or last roll of the dice for Moller to find some sort of respite in this 2-0 scoreline, and hopefully mount a comeback if they can in these dying moments of the game.
Al-Halak. Just as an afterthought, with all of those tiebreakers coming into play, in effect, India's only task is to win. Not the tournament, the game. The eyes are on the result. And there are some games in which the silverware won't matter, the result does. Taking on a team which is higher ranked. Manolo Marquez will, in a way, not really care about the trophy. He will want a result.
He did speak post the game saying the Intercontinental Cup is a stepping stone for the bigger games to come ahead, the qualifications coming forward for the Indian team, and he will take a lot of learnings from this match, this tournament. And something very cheeky as well, they cannot play worse than this.
Good attempt. Henry Rita, second attempt of the game after coming on at half-time.
Getting appreciation of Villeneuve, but he will not be happy. He would have at least wanted to test the Syrian goalkeeper. But what a game this captain's had for the Syrian team. Dribble past people, taking on people, intelligent leavings of the ball, and finally also finding himself on the score sheet.
Alajan. towards the left back. Little flick. Fresh legs from Noah Shamoun. Double timed and frustrated, and just a needless foul.
Noah just probably wanting to break the game down, wanted to dribble past, but just could not get anything out of that, and finally at the end of that just wants to throw in. I just wanted a hug. One of the two.
Lots of hugs after full time for winning the game. All in all, a good start though for Jose Lana. Same can be said for Dylan Mulek as well. Surely no coach wants to lose, but there are some losses that don't hurt as much. This is one of those. They may have lost the game, but they're not defeated.
I think all the three coaches coming into this tournament had the same afterthought, saying this is a stepping stone. This tournament has bigger objectives, how we will perform at the World Cup qualifications.
Great ball in from Villeneuve. What a dangerous delivery he has, and how close was that? Two players involved, Dylan Collard and then Lal Singh as well.
Everybody onside. Collard at the end of that tries to get a touch, but just could not keep it goalwards. Just not ready. Lal Singh also present in that delivery. Could not get a touch to turn it towards goal.
There will be 5 minutes added on. Pablo Sabag just behind Al Halak, who wanted it in his path.
Five minutes is up, and I'm sure now the Mauritius team will want to go attack this. 5 minutes up on the fourth officials board. That means 5 minutes of dying football. Put everything on this pitch, leave everything on this pitch for Mauritius. Attack on attack, in the hope that they can take this clean sheet away. If not, bring the game back to equal terms.
Yazusu. Al Halak. A slip from Al Midani. They want to continue playing Mauritius. They want a goal. Jordan Francois, the attempt was to play him in. Villeneuve approaching. Nice clipped ball into the box. Lindsay Rose completely missing it. Syria can breathe easy. Pablo Sabag. Big first touch to allow him acceleration. 2-8. And the finish. Was extremely tame from Mohammad Osman. Adrian Francois has just gotten off the pitch.